Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the quick, right? 18, okay. Move speed left, speed left.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and 3. They'll work inside here. Hampton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right.
Here's Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 7.
All right. 18. What's up?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ow, the play. Swap. Another swap. Bucky.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Good. Hey, south. Yeah.
They'll run on first down. It's Jenkins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Tony.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's
Up the middle they go. Jenkins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18. Speed left.
Give here to Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
18. Outside.
Stroud out of the gun here. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to throw is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Williams going to sneak it. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, that was a great play defensively. Every gap in the middle covered. They end up losing yardage, and now that brings up 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession. Each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. But able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10.
Their gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
Or 118. What's that? 2J.
On first down, it's Jenkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Out, okay. 18. Let's go. Hey, south.
Stroud to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The Bears sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Raise it up! Touchdown! Hey, volunteer! We got it! Yeah! Tempo!
Williams going to look to throw again. Pass complete. Romadunze. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Yeah. Tempo.
Throwing is Williams. Going deep here for Bryant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw once more. Here's Williams. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, it leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there. That's winning football.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Tony.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he is tackled inside the 40, knocked back to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's up? Hey, uno.
A run once more with Hampton. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Jenkins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 3rd and 3. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. On 3rd down, here's Hampton. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To the air, Williams. Oh, Dunze wide open. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field. And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, it's Hampton. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Let's go.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Hampton. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
18. 19 Texas.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Bryant. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Williams going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready, set.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This 2nd and 4.
Biggie Angel. Ready, set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked good.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the give, this is Hampton. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Offense actually plays an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Stroud. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. A run. Here's Hampton. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They run the counter. It's Jenkins. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. To the sideline and incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Vegas, Vegas. Jordan.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Williams will get this out wide to Adunze. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's now third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Vegas, Vegas!
To the air once more. Williams going deep here for Bryant. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now Stroud. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's second down.
Here we go. 18. Red. Hey, south.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that push him back 5. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man complete.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favorite routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Tony.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now it's Hampton. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now 4th down.
Let the high.
Here's Stroud. And the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Here's Hampton. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Texans.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a feel like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. Give me the feel. I'm gonna have everything in the middle. So come give me a hug.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Already know how it go. Already know I got to go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
10 yards to go.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
What is it? Vegas!
They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Texans, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.